Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we try to cut through the noise and give you the insights you really need. Today we're diving headfirst into something pretty big on the sports calendar: India's campaign in the Asia Cup 2025.
Yeah, and it's not just any tournament, is it? Especially for you listening. India, they're coming in as the defending champs. Remember, they won the 2023 one, but that was the ODI format. So that already sets a fascinating stage.
Absolutely. So our mission today basically is to unpack it all.
Yeah.
We're talking the squad, the schedule, those burning questions, all about their chase for another title. And remember this one. It's T20 international format, high octane stuff. It's all happening in the UAE, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi. And leading the charge, Suryakumar Yadav as captain. He's known for that, audacious T20 batting. Shubman Gill is his vice captain. Their leadership, definitely going to be a key story.
Indeed it is. You've got defending champions, a format shift, and a new captain in a big multi-nation event. That just adds layers of intrigue right away. It's a real test of, adaptability and nerve.
Okay, let's map out India's road ahead then. The group stage is where it all sort of kicks off. India starts their campaign September 10th. That's against the UAE in Dubai. Now, it's against a lower-ranked team, but that first match, crucial for setting the tone. Lets the new captain settle in a bit. Then you need to circle September 14th on your calendars, also in Dubai. Because that's the one. India versus Pakistan, the clash everyone will be watching.
You're absolutely right to flag that one. India versus Pakistan. It's just, it's more than a game, isn't it? It's this huge global spectacle, often shapes the whole group stage narrative. But what's genuinely fascinating here, I think, is how fast teams, especially India, have to switch gears. They're defending a title won in ODIs, longer, more measured now. It's the sheer aggression of T20. And it's not just about hitting big sixes, it's those tiny decisions every single over. Momentum shifts. How the captain uses his bowlers, especially, power play, death overs, that's critical. And the conditions, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, they add another layer too. Pitches can be tricky, might start slow, then quicken up, or stay low. Demands different skills. Plus, the fans, huge expatriate crowds. It'll feel like a home game for the big teams, which just ramps up the pressure.
Yeah, that electric atmosphere you mentioned. It really does dial up the pressure, doesn't it, for both sides? So after Pakistan, India finishes their group stage on September 18th against Oman in Abu Dhabi. Again, maybe less challenging on paper, but T20, you always get upsets, don't you? Now, assuming India qualifies, and the source says that's very likely, they move to the Super 4 stage. That's a round-robin format. So 3 more really high-stakes games against the other top teams. Basically, every match is like a semifinal at that point. And the big prize, the grand final, September 28th, back in Dubai. It's a demanding path.
Oh, it's a proper gauntlet, no doubt about it. Success there isn't just about flashes of brilliance. It's about sustained team effort, smart tactics, adjusting on the fly. And think about the psychology, too. Going from, say, a relatively easier group game to the Super 4 intensity. One slip up there, and even the top teams can suddenly be out. It happens fast. Plus, the schedule's pretty tight. Needs serious fitness, serious mental strength.
Right. Okay. Let's talk about the players then. The actual squad India's putting out there in the UAE. It's an interesting mix. Established names, some really exciting younger guys. Looks like a clear T20 strategy. So batting-wise, you've got Shubman Gill. He brings that class, but with aggressive intent up top. Abhishek Sharma had a great domestic season, known for just going for it from ball one. Fearless. Tilak Varma, versatile lefty, can anchor, can accelerate. And Rinku Singh, the finisher, his hitting in the death overs, it's something else. That group gives you elegance, power, and that ability to, switch gears.
It's definitely built for aggression. You can see the thinking. But maybe a subtle point for you to think about. How does that top-heavy order handle potentially slower UAE pitches? They're all great hitters, sure, but rotating strike, finding singles when boundaries dry up, that's key. It's more than just power sometimes. And behind the stumps, you've got 2 solid options, Sanju Samson and Jitesh Sharma. Both can hit, but they're different. Samson's got that smooth stroke play, some leadership experience too. Jitesh, he's more raw power. Known for those quick, impactful cameos.
That's a good point about the contrast. And the all-rounders, they're just vital in T20, aren't they? India's got Hardik Pandya. I mean, a proper game changer, bat and ball. Finishes innings, bowls key overs. Axar Patel, reliable left-arm spinner, chokes runs, adds handy batting down the order. And Hiram Dubey, his power hitting, especially against pace, can just turn a game on its head. That trio gives you balance, flexibility, lets the captain tweak things mid-match.
Absolutely crucial. And the bowling. This is where India really has some serious firepower and variety. Looking at Jasprit Bumrah, arguably the best death bowler going around. Pace, precision, those Yorkers. Arshdeep Singh brings that left arm angle, swing, clever pace changes. Very valuable. Varun Chakravarti, the mystery spinner, super hard to pick. And Ravi Bishnoi, wrist spinner, attacks, turns it sharply. Not afraid to give it some air to get wickets. So if you connect this to the bigger picture, yeah, it's about depth for T20. But maybe a deeper insight here is the risk, or maybe the plan. In picking two-leggies like Bishnoi and Chakravarti, it shows real intent to attack those middle overs, right? Not just contain. Maybe suggests they've studied opposition weaknesses closely. That's a subtle but pretty significant tactical move for India. High risk, high reward maybe. Could really dismantle teams if it works.
Wow, quite the lineup. But you know how it is with big tournaments. There are always talking points, those crucial questions, the debates that get fans going. And India's Asia Cup is no different there. Let's dive into some of the decisions getting the most attention, especially around selections.
Yeah, selection debates are just part of the furniture for major tournaments, aren't they? For you listening, they often shape the story before a ball's bowled, gives you a peek into the management's thinking, their philosophy.
Right, and here's where it gets really interesting. Two names, specifically being left out, have, well, sparked a lot of debate. People questioning fairness, surprise from fans. The first is Shreyas Iyer, dropped. Left a few people scratching their heads, given his record, especially against spin. And then Washington Sundar's exclusion too.
Yeah.
An all-rounder, off spin, handy batting, unique skill set, also caught people off guard. So for you listening, what's the real impact here? Beyond just the surprise, what gaps does it leave? Or maybe what opportunities does it create?
That's the key question, isn't it? It points to their strategy. Dropping Aya, who's been pretty solid in the middle, it's just they're going all in on dynamic, maybe power-focused T20 hitters. Sacrificing a bit of stability, potentially. The implication, maybe they weren't nonstop acceleration, not really an anchor roll. And Sundar, his absence could mean they favor attacking, wicket-taking spin like Bishnoi and Chakravarti over someone who primarily contains runs. It might leave him a bit short on tight-off spin, perhaps, but opens the door for aggressive middle-over attacks. And this brings up a big question about Surya Kumar Yadav's leadership. It's his first major multi-nation gig as captain. Incredible T20 batter, we all know that. But leading a team, high pressure, multi-nation event, rivalries, defending champs, that's a whole different ballgame. How he handles the dynamics, makes those tough calls on the field under pressure, that's going to be watched very, very closely.
So we're not just looking at SKY the batter, but SKY the strategist now. What specific pressures is he likely facing? As a new captain, high stakes. Does he lean on the senior guys? Or does he try to stamp his own, maybe more aggressive brand on things?
Excellent question. The pressure's coming from everywhere, really. First, managing massive expectations back home, defending champions, remember. Second, integrating this squad, especially with those debated selections, keeping everyone pulling in the same direction. And third, just the sheer speed of T20, making those quick tactical calls when the game's on the line, momentum swinging. Plus, you've got voices like Virender Sehwag, former players, openly warning about potential middle-order instability. That's a significant flag for a T20 side, right? Often needs those finishers, maybe suggests a lack of a traditional anchor if things go wrong early. But, and this is important, the same expert saying this, they still rank India right up there, among the strongest contenders, which tells you about the raw talent they have, but also hints that success might depend on managing those potential weak spots smartly. Through captaincy, or maybe someone unexpected stepping up big time.
That's such a fascinating contrast, isn't it? The warnings, but still that underlying belief in their strength. So for you, our listener, why should you care about these debates, the leadership stuff? Well, it's not just talk, is it? It directly impacts the team's chances, the tactics they use in big moments, and honestly, the excitement, the drama of the games themselves. A captain staying calm under fire, a surprise performance from someone brought in after a debated selection, a tactical gamble that works. That could be the difference, couldn't it? That's what makes watching it so compelling.
Exactly right. These aren't side issues. They're core to how a team is built and led.
Yeah.
Especially in a format like T20, which is just so volatile. 1/1 moment, one captain's call can flip the whole thing. It turns a game from just stats into, well, gripping drama.
Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive then. We've covered a fair bit, haven't we? India's schedule, tough but exciting. That huge Pakistan game. The squad, that mix of talent. And yeah, those interesting debates around selections and Surya Kumar Yadav's captaincy, the anticipation for India, defending champs, but now in T20, it feels massive.
It really does. And for you listening, maybe the final thought is this. So what does it all mean for India getting to that final? You've got the new captain, first big test. You've got those squad debates, maybe some middle order questions. And it's T20. where anything can happen, right? So what's the one maybe unexpected factor you think will decide it? Will India turn that strongest contender label into another trophy? Is it going to be just sheer individual brilliance, someone like Rinku Singh pulling off something amazing under pressure? Or maybe a bold tactical move by SKY, a bowling change, a batting shift, or maybe just collective calm in a huge Super 4 game? It's definitely something to chew on as you follow their journey in the Asia Cup 2025.